Welcome to the Min-Maze channel. Subscribe. 10 crosswords, 10 themes. Can you crack them all? From Egyptian riddles to cosmic mysteries, these brain busters will test your IQ. Drop your score below and subscribe for daily puzzles. You ready to go? Let's go.
A code that forbade a knight to kill a surrendered man, even if he was an enemy. Honor. Hardened steel protection whose lamellar plates weighed as much as a modern hiker's backpack. Armor. An animal trained for capriole, a jump used in jousting tournaments. Horse. A feudal warrior who received a linen for an oath of militum obsequium in medieval Europe. Kneght. A land where the Nile fertilizes the soil and Ra rules the firmament. Egypt. A speech puzzle where the answer lies in the double meaning of words. Riddle. Crushed quartz forming barchans and pyramidal dunes. Sand. A mythical guardian with the body of a lion and the head of a king whose questions ruined the ignorant. SPHINX. A blade with a blunt edge whose curve allowed for slashing blows from the saddle. Katana. A clan group that united samurai under the Mon, the family crest. Clan. A principle that required seppuku upon loss of the suzerain's trust. Honor. An aristocratic warrior whose life was regulated by the code of the way of the bow and the horse. Samurai. An invariant quantity that determines the resistance of an object to a change in velocity. Mass. A trajectory in which centripetal acceleration is provided by the curvature of space-time. Orbit. A vector quantity derived from the change in momentum per unit time. Force. A fundamental interaction that is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between objects. Gravity. Natural underground space formed by erosion and karst processes. Cave. The physical state in which photons of the visible spectrum are absent. Dark. A flying nocturnal zoonotic vector using ultrasonic echolocation. Bat. A carbonate formation growing from top to bottom by evaporation of saturated solutions. Stalactite. Complexity of biosystems in a changing environment that does not imply hierarchical superiority. Progress. A spontaneous change in nucleotide sequence that does not always result in phenotypic consequences. Mutation. A self-sustaining system capable of metabolism, homeostasis, and information transfer through replication. Life. The process of changing heritable traits in populations through the trade-off between genetic drift and natural selection. Evolution. A central line of rotation or symmetry used in coordinate systems. Axis. A one-dimensional object defined by an infinite set of points with a common direction. Line. Angular distance from the notional plane dividing the planet into north and south. Latitude. A relation that Euclid described in the fifth postulate, but is rejected in hyperbolic geometry. Parallel.